BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, people? How's everybody doing today? Something came to my attention. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Jules. Something came to my attention, and since I seem to always forget whenever DJ gets in here, good morning, DJ. How you doing? We love you. Something came to my attention today. Actually, it was last night. I was busy doing something. I got off the live, and something came to my attention. And one of the thing that came to my attention is this. I'll break it down. Since, nobody's really in here, we're a little bit early. We got time. Okay, so I regret letting people know that I personally do YouTube. I think one of the ways that people in my neighborhood found out is I think one person found it out organically, and then they asked questions, and then I was around other people, and then I was like, yeah, well, I do it because there's nothing to front about. But what's up, young? I regret that happening, and I'm going to explain to you why. I fucking wash my hands like all day, every day. This shit is retarded. So my hands are always dry. And I've lived most of my life doing hard work, hard labor. And it's basically going into the topic of what we're going to be discussing today. Damn, they're fucking shit. So I really am a nice guy. I mean, I haven't been a nice guy the whole entirety of my life. I've always been a good person. There's a big difference. People think that being a nice guy and being a good person is the same thing. It's not. Being a nice guy is wanting to be polite, not allowing shit to get to you that shouldn't get to you. Being a good person revolves around just doing the right thing when the opportunity proposes itself. You understand what I'm saying? When the opportunity comes, you do the right thing. That's being a good person. Being a nice guy is, not trying to get into unnecessary fights and shit like that. But that's also just being an adult, by the way, y'all. So this morning I read a comment that somebody left on one of the comments, and somebody is trying to make it sound like, I don't know, like I'm getting some kind of intel from 6ix9ine from some kind of gang member. I'm saying that right here. I'm not. What's up, Lady Blue? There is no inner circle of 6ix9ine. No one in the 6ix9ine's inner circle that is contacting me. So don't leave messages like that's what's happening. All right. Somebody left a message like trying to troll me, talking about yo, they after me and shit. Yo, some weird shit. I don't know what the fuck it was. Talking about, yo, I'm gonna contact you. Like, nigga, I don't even know you. And then they came back with a different name talking about, yo, I know you. And then talking about you soft, this and this and that. All right. I'll tell you what. I never try to invite anybody to anything because it's foolishness. Exactly. But you got to understand this. This is why I said I regret letting people know that I do YouTube. Niggas that don't have no aspiration in life, they're not trying to do anything with their life. They just want to do nothing. They're going to do one or two things. One thing that they're going to do is they're going to try to hitch themselves to a wagon. They're going to go find a woman that got a job. They're never going to ever plan on doing anything. They're going to go try to find a woman that has a job so that woman could pay for them. That's one thing that they're going to do. Females do the same thing. Don't get this confused. No, people just do this in general. The second thing that these type of people are going to do is they're going to try to, when they see somebody else going places, they're going to try to get in their way. They're going to try to stop you from being successful. You understand what I'm saying? The other day we was talking, I can't remember if it was on the live or if I was just talking to somebody face to face, and I was talking about jobs and careers. And we have this weird stigma. I'm not going to say in our communities, but we just have this weird stigma in America that a great portion of us don't believe on having careers. We believe on having jobs. There's a big difference between a job and a career. A huge difference. You see, a job, you could just get and get paid. If you have a job, you can get paid the same day you work. If you have a career, it's more of a long-term trajectory. You understand? When you have a career, your payoff isn't always going to happen at the beginning. Your payoff is going to happen further towards the end. That's what a big payoff is going to happen. You know, depending on how good you are at whatever your career is. So when I see individuals try to come at people who are trying to build a career for themselves, and then I see these same individuals and they're not trying to do anything for themselves, I can't get involved in your bullshit. I keep trying to tell people, when somebody wants to fight you, they're the one with the problem. I'm going to keep it a buck. I've let people push me and I've walked away. Nah, that's a career, my dude, Michael. I know what you do. That's a career. That's a career. I've let people push me before. What's up, DJ? How you doing this morning? Love you, baby girl. I've let people push me before and I've walked away. I'm keeping it a buck with you. Keeping it 100 a buck with you. I've let people who I know for a fact I can beat them in hand-to-hand combat. And I'm putting it like that. I'm not even talking about a fight. I'm talking about straight hand-to-hand combat. I know I can win. It's not even a question. I let them push me and I walked away. What's up, Deontay? People are too concerned and too worried with others calling them pussy. You should be more concerned with getting the bag. You have individuals that are more concerned with how you're doing than how they are doing. You can't allow these individuals to affect your life long term. Okay, you're talking shit now. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm a grown-ass fucking individual. If somebody's like, yo, I'm gonna punch you in the face, yo, I'm gonna slap you, I'm like, yeah, but I've been around real gangster niggas and they don't talk like that. They do it or they don't. I'm just keeping it a buck. I put my phone rotary thing up here before. Hold on, just so we clear on this. Just so we clear on this. Just so we're clear. Contacts. Just so we're clear on this, right? Hold on, start from the beginning. Just so we're clear on this. Just so we're clear. And that's not even from my SD card. And that's from my old phone. Exactly. They don't give warnings. That's not even from my SD card. That's from my old phone. I got my new phone over there. That's the phone that I actually make telephone calls from. That phone, I only make specific telephone calls from. We have to protect our energy. We have to protect our drive. We have to protect the things that we're trying to do in life. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that they're happy being able to go to the park. They're happy being able to eat ramen noodles at night. Not because, damn, I can't do no better, but because I'm a lazy bastard and I don't want shit that ain't handed to me. I grew up as a teenager. I'm not keeping a buck with y'all. I grew up with a teenager that had a real anger issue. I had real anger issues. And at the same time, I've always been really self-aware. So I knew that I had issues. I used to pop off like this all the time. So now me being an adult and me seeing somebody who's supposed to be a motherfucking adult and they're doing the same thing that I was doing when I was 15 years old, 16 years old, 17 years old, how can I respect you? Like not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're a absolute adult and you cannot control your emotions. How far you plan on going in life? Everybody, how far could somebody go in life if they can't even control their emotions and they're already an adult? So when I'm in opportunities where people's doing fuck shit, sometimes I look at as an opportunity to build. You know what? This motherfucker's doing fuck shit. I already know this nigga don't really want to fight, but he's gonna try to push that line. I'm gonna see how far I'm gonna let him push that line before I get to where I need to go. So check this out. So the other day I be going to this courts, right? Play basketball, right? So there's always people at this particular park that, you know what I'm saying? They always talking crazy to me, but I don't really care one way or the other because I'm not gonna lie to you. I look at motherfuckers and I'm like, but my nigga, next year I'm not gonna be balling here. Because I have plans. You might not have plans, and that's okay. Don't get this wrong. But I have plans. I can't go get tied up with the police because of you. Because of you, I'm gonna go get tied up with the police. I just came out of some trouble myself just recently. You understand? Like literally recently, I just came out of some trouble myself. Now I'm gonna go get tied back up with the police because I need to prove to you that I'm a badass. That shit's retarded. What's up, Faded Records? I have to prove to you that I can fight, or you're not going to believe me. I'm going to tell you something. So I lived in Georgia for a while, right? So when I first moved down to Georgia, I was living in Glenville. Matter of fact, I got a lot of fam down there also. And I'm going to let you know something else about niggas down south. Everybody up here that think niggas down south is soft, stop it. Niggas from down south ain't soft. Stop it, all right? There's a reason why niggas don't be liking New York niggas sometimes. All right? What up, Ant? Niggas from the South ain't soft. Stop it. I'm going to tell you something. Yo, niggas act like people from the South are soft. People act like people from the South are slow. All types of different shit. None of that shit is real. All right? Born and bred New Yorker. I lived down South for about 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. Niggas ain't so. Oh, they're soft niggas? There's soft niggas everywhere, my nigga. There's soft niggas everywhere. All right? Niggas from down south ain't soft. So, yo, let's at least try to get to 50 likes today, because come on, man. Can y'all hit the like button? Can y'all at least help me get to 50 likes today? 50. So I lived down south for a while. I lived in Glenville, Georgia. I got fam down there. When I tell you, niggas don't respect you unless you got hands. Niggas could talk all that gun shit, because we already know they got mad niggas up here. They always talking gun shit. They always talking jump shit. They always talking all that, but they don't never talk just hand-to-hand shit. If you don't got hands, niggas is not going to have but so much respect for you. If you don't have hands and you just keep it a buck, like, yo, look, I don't got hands. Niggas ain't even going to try you. Because only a pussy nigga tries a nigga that he thinks is pussy or he thinks can't fight. See, that's the misconception that we have when we move into bigger cities. You got people that what they'll do is they'll start trouble with somebody who just don't want to fight or somebody who can't fight. And then that's the way that they try to get their name up, because they clout chasing. I don't give a fuck about a clout chaser. You think you bad? Be bad, nigga. None of that shit matter to me. Memphis ain't nothing to fuck with, just to let y'all know. I've been through Memphis a couple of times. Memphis, they get grimy in Memphis, yo. I lived in Tennessee. That's another thing. I lived in quite a few different places in quite a few different states and cities and everything, yo. How does it look like I didn't learn any lessons? I'm coming right back to New York and I'm doing stupid hood shit. So I was down there. I was down there for about, I don't know, maybe a year before I got into my first something with somebody. But I have a lot of fam down there. So good morning, KD. Appreciate you, baby girl. So I have a lot of fam down there. So what basically happened was my fam that was from down there that knew me for being up here was busy telling niggas about stories about the shit that was going on with me when I was in New York City. So, I mean, let's keep it a buck. Let's say you live in a small town. Let's say some new nigga moved to your town. Let's say when a new nigga moved to your town, there's 8, 9, 10 stories of this nigga doing insane shit. Having balls as big as Canada. Not giving a fuck, flipping out on anything, ready to go at the drop of a dime. You understand what I'm saying? So niggas didn't really try me. The first time I'm going to tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you some bullshit that happened. I got a cousin. Her boyfriend is a barber. So when her boyfriend is a barber, her and him got into it. So one day, two of my cousins, I'm hanging out with two of my cousins. I'm not going to call them. I'm calling my fucking name. Hook, Deuce, and Larry. All right? So me and Hook, you know what I'm saying? He's my little cousin. He's kind of short, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? He ain't no pussy. That nigga always ready to go off. Me and him got into a few fights with niggas before. So and he's the one that had the license. So we drive to the fucking barbershop. I think this nigga's going in there to get a haircut. Meanwhile, my female cousin told him to go in there because we was gonna go fuck her boyfriend up. I didn't know none of this shit. I knew zero of this because they know as soon as they tell me they're gonna go do some fuck shit, I'm like, I'm not down with that. Because I don't go looking for problems. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I don't even care. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's the big thing. Motherfuckers care about being the baddest nigga. None of that is important to me. I don't care about none of that. I don't need nobody to look at me like that. It don't mean shit. So we go into the barbershop. The niggas walk up to the nigga. I'm standing like, I don't even think I'm close enough to hear what the fuck they talking about. They start mumbling some shit. Then the next thing I know, my cousin hits him, bang, and then the shit jump off, and then I jump on dude, and I got dude on the floor, bang, bang, and I'm going at him, and then they break it up, and it gets broken up by the resident town like toughest guy. I forgot his name. His name is Sean something or other. He was like the resident toughest guy in the county. The nigga had all the clout. From what I know, the nigga had the best hands in town, all this type of shit. But he was like a cool nigga to me. So the nigga was breaking it up. I let the shit get broke up because I didn't even know why we was fighting in the first place. I found out later that my other cousin Larry was standing outside the front door making sure that nobody came in the motherfucking barbershop while me and my other cousin went inside to go handle the nigga. And I didn't even know any of this shit was happening. Watch the people that you hang around. I love them, by the way. I hope y'all having. I hope everybody's safe. I love them. That's my fam I grew up with. Like, I love them. You know, they did some bullshit to me right there, but whatever. But you know what I'm saying? They did enough good for me in my life and helped me enough in my life and been fair enough for me in my life that I could say, you can have that one. You understand what I'm saying? So that's, I think, the first time I got into any kind of altercation down there. The point that I'm trying to say is that even in that shit that happened, my cousin backed up so I could shoot the fair one with dude. He wasn't there to help me jump the nigga. He was there to get the shit started because they know my heart. And I'm gonna fight for somebody else before I'm gonna fight for myself. Because me, I don't have pride like that. I don't need to be better than you. If you looking at me like I think that I'm better than you, that's an all you thing. That don't got shit to do with me. I don't walk around thinking I'm better than this nigga. I'm better than that nigga. Because it don't matter. Only thing that matters is results. Nothing else matters. Results. Is it important that we get to the results in a good way? Absolutely. It's important that we get to the results in a good way because karma is real. Well, at that time, we were all living together. My family has like a lot of land down there. Morning, Turnpike. Aunt says, I'm just worried about me and mine. My family has a lot of land down there, and at that time I was living with them. So them being safe is me being safe, and me being safe is them being safe. So we lived together. So that was my responsibility. You feel me? Yeah, yo, hold on. Let me tell you a different story. I'm gonna get back to the Georgia shit. But this is what I mean by karma. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Lady Blue. But like, but this is the point that I'm trying to make, because I think that people don't usually run into individuals that have perceptions like I do. So often people think that it's fake, or they think that a nigga is a chump, but they not realizing, look, I'm getting a come up every single time some douchebag does some bullshit, and then I turn and I go the other way. I'm getting a come up. God is gonna smile down on me for that. I'm not doing it for that, but by being an example, the Most High smiles down on you. And I'm always attempting to be an example. You know, one of the main reasons why I had to quit smoking cigarettes? I used to smoke cigarettes. You want to know one of the main reasons why I had to quit smoking cigarettes? Because I had to throw so many of those away when I was outside smoking. Because if I was smoking a cigarette and a kid came around, I couldn't let children see me smoking cigarettes, and I had to throw my shit away, even though I don't even know these kids. What up, KK? Get it? Anyway, so I'm tell you the other story real quick. I was in high school. And when I was in high school, so I was in high school. Appreciate it. Everybody likes this shirt. Yo, this shirt is old. I just try to wear light colors when I come on the live, because when I wear dark colors, it makes my skin look weird. So I try to wear light colors when I come on the live. I have way more shirts than I actually wear on the fucking live, yo, just so we can be clear. So let me tell you what happened. So this is when I was in high school. I don't know if it was my last year. I forgot, but I think probably was like a sophomore or some shit. So I'm sitting in class. So my homeboy comes, busts in the room. Class just started maybe 10, 15 minutes in. Homeboy busting. I don't know how long it was in. Homeboy busts into the room. Bang. Nah, it was later than that. But homeboy busts into the room, my homie. He's like, bang. He busts into the room. He's like, yo. He sees me. He's like, yo, I got beef. They trying to jump me. I said, what? I jump up. Some nigga sitting behind me. I don't even know who that nigga is. I said, hold my bag, yo. I don't know this nigga. I'm telling you, like, you know how you be in class with people, but you don't really know the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all been going to class together for like the last month or two. You don't really know this motherfucker. I don't even know the dude that's sitting in back of me. I just turned up, look at the dude, and I said, yo, hold my bag for me. And I went out the class, and I saw him go after my homie. I'm like, yo, what happened? This and this and that. He's like, yo, I got beef with this nigga. They trying to jump me. They said they're going to jump me. I was like, what? I was like, and okay. Also, let's just a little bit of clarification. This is my homeboy that I used to hang out with the semester prior, and then we used to cut and go smoke weed. All right, and he was dope at rapping too. He's a Hebrew Israelite. The nigga knew how to speak Hebrew fluently. He also obviously knew how to speak English. He was my homeboy. He was mad cool. Kum Leah. He's mad cool. I fuck with him. So the nigga, but he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, for a nigga to have had beef with him, dude had to have started it. That's the way I'm looking at it, because I've been around this dude and I know he a good guy. You understand what I'm saying? What up, Brian? What up, Ray? So I jump up out my seat. I'm following him down. He's like, yo, our class is on like, and we in Harry S. Truman, by the way. I used to go to Truman in Co-op City. He was like, dude is like on the 3rd or the 4th floor. I forget which floor. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So I jump out. I jump up. We go down. I gave my bag to some strange nigga. I don't even know that nigga. And so I'm going down the hall. And when we going down the hall and we about to leave the staircase to go into the fucking the floor, homeboy just happened to be walking out into the staircase. He said, that's him. I looked at the nigga. I said, that's him. He said, that's him. I said, that's him. He said, that's him. So I just start hitting the nigga. Bang, 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 bang. I'm hitting the nigga. The nigga curl up like that. I'm hitting him. And then I turn around and the nigga Kumbaya, the nigga standing behind me, just standing there. The bell rings. Right? Okay, no, first the bell rings. The hallway starts getting filled up with students, and I'm handing this nigga his ass. So then I turn around, and the nigga is Kumbaya just standing there. I said, Joe, if you don't get over here and start hitting this nigga with me, I'm about to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna have a beef, my nigga? You come get me, and you don't do shit. So then he came over there, and he started hitting the nigga, then we bounced the shit after that. But that was just some funny shit that happened to me and shit. And then I forgot that I gave the nigga my bag, and I was just walking around, and then later that day, the random nigga that I gave my bag to walked up to me and gave me my shit. So the best thing I could say about this, Ray, if you doing you, and if you doing what you're supposed to be doing, everything that's supposed to come to you will, whether it be women, whether it be riches, whatever it might be, whatever it is that if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you stay on whatever, I lose my motivation sometimes too, my brother. I'm just keeping it a buck. But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you stay on your path, everything that you're supposed to get will come to you. There's nothing wrong. Nigga, I'd step back. When the nigga start fighting him, I step back. That was his fight. That wasn't my fight. I thought just so we could be clear, I thought that when we ran into the motherfuckers, it was going to be like 2 or 3 or 4 of them. I thought we were going to be outnumbered. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't tell me, yo, I got beef with some nigga. What up, Shelby? He told me them niggas tried to jump me. So I thought when we ran into them motherfuckers, it was going to be a couple of them. So when I was like, yo, is this him? And my homeboy was like, this is him. I was not just asking him, was this him? I was also looking through the mirrors, the windows on the door to see if there was more people coming. That's why I was holding it up. So if more people was coming, they can't catch me off guard. That's why I was like, yo, is this him? It's like, yeah, this is him. I said, is this him? Morning, Darlene. I'm not going to lie. My whole entire motivation around creating this channel was so that I could speak to a certain person. And knowing that I'll never speak to that person again sometimes fucks up my motivations. And it makes it so. But, you know, it's probably the best for both of us. I don't know. You know. I don't know. Fucking Shelby is breaking beer bottles. That shit is retarded. Shelby, me and you can never date. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm happy you badass and all. I'm happy you badass, Shelby. Stay badass. But you breaking beer bottles and shit, ready to kill bitches. Hell yeah, they backing up. They're not even thinking about getting hurt. They thinking about you gonna scar their face. Nah, I doubt it. I don't know. It might be for the worse. I don't know. I don't think we want the same things. What I want is one relationship, if possible. I have a family. I want all the things that she actually wanted. I just don't want to act like I want those things. I just don't want to act like I want those things. I want to be pressured into doing shit that I want to do. I don't know no other way to put it. I think women feel good about themselves when you're like, you don't want to do some shit, but you do it anyway because they're the one. So I want to do traveling. I want to go on all of them fucking bullshit ass apple picking things. I actually like them shits. But I like to be pressured into doing the things that I actually like doing. That shit is weird, right? That shit don't make no sense. I just think that women don't get enough wins. So the female that I'm with, I want her to get wins, and I want her to know it's a win. I want her to know it's a win. I want her to be like, let's go do this thing. And I'm like, nah, I don't really want to do that shit. Knowing damn well, I'm like in the back of my mind, I'm like, that shit sound kind of dope. And I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. And then she's gonna be like, no, let's go do it. And then she's gonna like be able to talk about it. And then you could just see that her eyes light up. You know, when women are just talking about some shit that, you know, makes them feel good, and you see their eyes light up when they're talking about the thing, and it's just mad dope. And then you can see their confidence going like this. And then you just give in after, you know, they fuck with you for a little while. Exactly, KD. KD says this nigga. Oh wait, no. KD said you don't want them to seem too easy. No, not at all. Because there's gonna be times where I'm wrong, and I'm gonna need for her to have the confidence to tell me that I'm wrong, and I'm gonna need for her to have the confidence to fight if I don't see that I'm wrong. And there's gonna be times where I'm not gonna be around, and there's gonna be some other cocksucker trying to make my woman feel bad about herself. And she needs to have that confidence that she accomplishes shit. No woman has a problem pointing out the wrongs. Us men sometimes have a problem with the way that we accept it. That's what I miss. Missed that. That and going and doing shit with the kids. Like besides that, I miss that the most. Like that's what I miss about being in a relationship and maybe about her specifically the most. Because I'm super low maintenance. I really don't need anything to be happy. As long as we got food, we have our private projects so people could, you know, go away and so we can miss each other. Like I don't really need nothing. Almost every single female I've ever dated says the same two things. They say, and I'm talking about been in long relationships with. The first thing they say is, I need to have a woman that has money. I don't know what the fuck that's about. And the second thing they say is that I'm always saying that I don't want nothing. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, they all complain that why, when you need something, why don't you just ask me? Why don't you just ask me if you needed that thing? And I'm busy thinking to myself, like, what you mean? Why ask you? I'm the fucking man. I need to figure out how to do it myself. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I ask you what it's like, damn it, there's no other way to get this thing done. I was gonna make a really funny dick sucking joke. Yeah, exactly, young. That's how I am. So sometimes I'll like suffer for some shit and I'll be in a relationship with a woman or whatever the case is. So I'll suffer for some shit and then she'll be like, why didn't you just ask me? And I just be like, you know, I'm not built like that. I'm not built like, let me ask for shit. What do you think of financial structure in a relationship? Are you the type to want to make all the money, or at least? Okay, first of all, I don't care who's winning the bread. Somebody got to bring the bread. It don't matter. It's always best when there's two incomes. I don't care who is making the most money and who is making the least, but it's always important to have two incomes. And more importantly than even having two incomes, it's always important that both parties decide to live inside of their means. Because if one person is trying to live outside of their means and the other person is trying to live inside of their means, then that means that one person is going to be spending all of their money all the time, and that's going to be an issue. Yeah, I don't care who makes the most money. Like, I don't really care, honest with you. No, I don't even care. I don't care. I just need to be able to, make money and pay for shit also. Like if I don't have no money at all, I might feel away. I am gonna feel away. If I have no money at all, I'm gonna absolutely 100% of the time feel away. Like I told you, I used to date this one female, Maria, very nice young lady. She was half, what's up, CC? She was half Italian, half black. At least she said she was half black. I don't know if she was just lying about that. Anyway, she said she was Italian. And she used to give me like some weeks, she'd give me like I had a job now. I had a job that I had been working at for like 2-3 years. I had an apartment. She actually moved in with me. And she started giving me like 1 week, she'd give me like $1,000. Another week, she'd give me like $1,400. The next week, she'd give me like $800. The next week, like, and that went on for like over a year and a half. And that went on for like over a year and a half. And I think that's when I don't know what the fuck that bitch was doing. No. Her family actually owned okay, this is what I was told. She could have been selling coke. I don't know. I thought the bitch was prostituting at first. I was about to kick the bitch out of my crib like after 2 months. I was like, nah, this is too much. You gotta go. I think you're gonna bring problems to me. But what happened was, copy, Michael. But what happened was, I ended up finding out that her family owned land in Italy, and that's how they got a lot of the money that she was having. That they own property in Italy, so it is what it is. Yeah, but I mean, I had another chick get me fired from work, so I had to stay home all day. She went to the job and got me fucking fired. That shit was retarded. Threatened my boss and everything. Talking about I was banging my boss. I wasn't banging my boss. Oh, that's what's up, Michael. Yeah, like it don't matter. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't think I've ever been in a relationship after I became an adult. I don't count them before I became an adult shit. After I turned 25, I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where a woman didn't take her cues from me. Ever. I've been in relationships where there was push and pull at times because the person didn't think I knew what I was talking about, or because the person thought that I was too cautious. That's a better way to put it. Person maybe thought I was too cautious, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'm with you, I'm always gonna be scared that you're gonna be in danger. There's dumb asses out here. Like, if you with a woman and somebody, like, say I'm dating you, or we together, we in a relationship, and we go somewhere and something happens to you, that mean I gotta come back. I don't even got a choice. Let's say I'm with you, you got kids, and somebody do something to the kids, I gotta come back. And I mean come back. I mean, I don't know what y'all think I mean, but I gotta come back. So I'm usually trying to protect from shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to spend the rest of my life in jail. I don't want my life to be cut short because of some douchebag. And that's why we got to avoid people that don't want nothing in their life. You got to avoid them. It's okay. Even if they family, it's okay. Oh, I have no problem. KD says men want women to ultimately lead. And as a woman, when you're making more money and is intelligent, maybe sometimes you feel like you could come up with better ways. Okay, I'm going to let y'all know how I am. I'm like this. I can be demanding. I'm putting it just like this. I can be demanding. The quicker or the more I see that a female is assimilating into my demands or whatever the case might be, the more I'm liable to sit back, because in reality, I don't want to do shit. I'm keeping it a buck with you. I want to go to work. I want to make money. I want to work in the house, do housework. I love cooking and shit like that. I want to do stuff together. Don't get me wrong. But ultimately, I think that the woman should plan our, like when we go out to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I want to go do some event. I should be able to go up to my woman and be like, yo, you know what we should do? And tell her about it. And then she go get everything together. You understand what I'm saying? She go make the plans. You understand what I'm saying? And I personally need to be strong enough that when she comes to me and tell me that she want to go do some shit, whether I like it or not, that I have to allow for her to make those plans and then go with her to that place. But I ultimately want to do very little. I do housework. I don't give a fuck about housework. Housework is cool. I like doing housework together. And then after we do some housework together, we go lay down, watch a movie, some shit. Relax. I also think that in a relationship, and I learned this from my last relationship that I was just in, you need at least one day out the week where y'all don't do really nothing but just hang out together. At least one day out the week, y'all don't do nothing. Y'all just hang out together and do shit. There's no work. There's no, if you could get rid of the kids, get rid of the kids every now and then. But sometimes you just bring the kids with you. And y'all just have a day that y'all just enjoy each other's company. You need at least one of those days a week. You know, not too many because you don't want to get lazy. You need to still take care of your responsibilities. But you need at least one of those days a week. It's very important. And I think that sometimes people, you know, when they get that time off, they don't necessarily always try to sync it up with their significant others. So now that you don't sync it up with your significant other, y'all got 2 separate days off or whatever. Y'all never off at the same time. That's how relationships break down. That's how relationships become business, and it's not no more about family and love. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. So I used to work for this company called FJC. There was a security company. Once again, I'm going to say I used to be a completely different guy. I was not different as far as, you know, who I was. You know, I'm still the same person, basically the same person. But I had I was much more aggressive, and I was much more volatile, and I was much quicker to be angered. You know, I wasn't as emotionally stable as I am now, let me say. So I go to get this job. So let me just go through everything that happened. So I already have the job basically, but I used to work on Ward's Island as a security guard. So I knocked some guy out on Ward's Island. Before y'all, just so y'all can understand what Ward's Island is. Ward's Island is a men's shelter. It's one of the most dangerous men's shelters in the city. And Ward, appreciate you, CC, as always with the donations. I love y'all. Y'all guys is always looking out, hoping to keep the channel going. And just so y'all know, when y'all donate here, YouTube does take a percentage, but when you donate here and YouTube takes that percentage, that also makes YouTube want to push my videos out because it's in their best interest. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm getting donations on the channel rather than having it sent through like a money app or having it sent through like Snapchat, a money app, or having it sent through like PayPal or whatever the case is. When the money is sent through here, YouTube gets a percentage. So it's in YouTube's best interest to push the channel. You understand what I'm saying? Because the more subs the channel get, the more donations the channel get, the more money YouTube is actually making. So every time y'all donate to the channel, you're not just giving money directly to the channel, but it's like you're helping to advertise to YouTube, push this channel. Anyway, so what happened was I used to work in Ward's Island. I think I was in the Keena building. I forgot which building I was, the very first building. They put me in that building. So I was working there one day on one of the floors upstairs. So the ways it works like this: when you in a shelter, you have an individual and they have a bed, right? You have to sign for your bed every night. If you don't sign for your bed every night at check-in, they'll give your bed to somebody else unless you have paperwork saying that you couldn't sign because you was at work or whatever the case might be. They'll give your bed to someone else. So what happened was some dude was outside doing whatever the fuck he was doing. He didn't sign for his bed in time, so he lost his bed. When you lose your bed, you got to go all the way back to the beginning of the process to now get a new bed, get everything else that you need, and go all the way back to the beginning. So if you was trying to get housing, if you was trying to get a job, if you was trying to get whatever the fuck you was trying to get, now you have to go all the way back to the beginning because you lost your bed. So some dude didn't come in on time to sign for his bed, and he lost his bed. So when he came up to the floor, the person that takes care of that shit had their door closed. So he was standing outside the door yelling and screaming. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I know I'm supposed to be security. I know I'm supposed to be security, but I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So while dude is yelling and screaming and shit outside, I'm just sitting there. So the guy comes out and he says, "Yo, can you make this guy move and go down the hall?" So I'm like, I don't really care because, you know, whatever, nigga. Why did you take his bed? Like, I'm not necessarily on homeboy's side, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, this particular individual, you know, they have problems. Why would you take their bed and force them to go all the way back to fucking the other building? And when they got to go to the other building to get a new bed, like this individual, like there's no telling what might happen to them. So I asked the guy to go down the hall. So the guy starts yelling and screaming in my face. See, I'm always the same way. So the majority of the people that lived that lived at the shelter, that was staying at the shelter, the majority of the motherfuckers, they fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's why whenever I'm out in the street and somebody be like, "Yo, you a soft nigga," or some stupid shit like that, I could just walk away from it because I've been through real shit. I've been outnumbered like a motherfucker and held it down. I've been through some real shit. So anyway, two big niggas. When I tell you big niggas, like you can tell these niggas just got out of the lockup. So you can tell these niggas probably because another thing is when you come out of prison, a lot of people don't know. When you come out of prison, if you don't have an address to go to, they cannot release you. When you see all these people getting released and they just walking out of the prison and shit like that, and they're just standing outside, them niggas have to have an address. They cannot release you from prison and you don't have an address. At least I know they can't do that in New York State. So what happens is a lot of these people that get released from prison and they don't have an address because they don't have a family member or a friend or something that want to say that you could come live with us. A lot of these people, they have to go sign up to be in a shelter. So a lot of the people that are in the shelter actually have came from prison, a good number of them. So these two big dudes that come from prison, they came and stood in front of me and homeboy because they fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, real knows real, my nigga. They fuck with me. So they were standing in between me and dude, like, "Yo, nah, this ain't the guard. Like, you got this nigga twisted. Like this is the cool nigga." Like, Like, this ain't the nigga to be flipping on. Like, this is literally, this is what they saying. So I'm just standing there. So after a minute, the dude tells me to call downstairs. I don't got no choice. I got to call downstairs and say that we got a problem. So when I go like this to call downstairs, the nigga swung in between the dudes and snuffed me. So, well, they kind of was, they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he swung in between them and snuffed me. So when he snuffed me, I turned around, right? I dipped. And when I dipped, the fucking guy that was just trying to break the fight up, he dipped to the side with me to try to hold them off. But I dipped, I faked the nigga this way. Then I came back this way, and I came up under, and I went around him and hit the guy, bang! And when I hit him, bang! Then I knocked the nigga out, right? So they transferred me from that site to Bellevue. I forgot why I even started this whole story. But that was a whole different story. Anyway, so they transferred me from that site, and that's how I actually got to Bellevue Hospital, where I was doing where I did security at over there. I forgot why I even started the whole story. Yeah, I was doing security in Bellevue for a while. I knocked that shit for his, and gave me $6 for his honesty. All right, and you the man. Appreciate you though. Facts. Yeah, I knocked that shit, nigga. They was calling me Roy Jones until I left that spot. I was there for like another week and a half maybe, because before they transferred me. Oh, I remember why I told the story. So they was calling me Roy Jones. So after that's why I try to tell people, like, so I used to date this chick, and I used to always be practicing my feints and practicing my footwork and shit like that. And she used to be like, yo, why don't you throw punches? And then I'm trying to explain to her, fighting isn't as much about punches as you think fighting is. Fighting is about playing a motherfucker out of position and making them walk into something you're throwing. That's what fighting is, y'all. Playing a motherfucker out of position and getting them to walk into something that you're throwing. That's what fighting is. Anyway, so when I go to the office and they got to transfer me. So I go to the office and they got to transfer me. So I'm sitting in the office and I'm talking to the dude, and the dude is just talking. He's like being big and bad and shit like that. And he's like, because we just so we could be clear, remember we was talking about having days off that could coincide and link up with your significant others, because we need to spend at least one day together where we're just doing us shit. This is very important if you want to keep a strong relationship. It's very, very important. If a situation didn't happen where me and my significant other or the woman that I was previously with wasn't able to do this anymore because of like a ton of different things, me switching jobs, a whole bunch of different shit. If that never happens, me and her is probably still together to this day. Anyway, so that's neither here nor there. So I show up at the place. So the dude he's an Italian guy. He's like big and bad. He's busy talking to me like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna send you here, and I don't know if I'm gonna send you there. And he's like talking mad tough and shit, right? I said, so he's talking, right? So he says something to me, and I look at him with the most serious. I mean, I don't think a motherfucker could look at somebody more serious than I looked at this nigga. Yo, let's try to get the 50 fucking likes, yo. Could y'all hit that like button? Let's at least try to get me to 50, yo. And I looked at this nigga, and I said, I don't work on Friday, and I don't work on Saturday neither. And that nigga said his whole fucking everything about him changed. I pointed at the nigga too. And I was like sitting back in the seat like this. Then I moved up. And then I think, not for nothing, something else that probably helped me out is I had on a $350 suit. Like my suit was sharp. Y'all gotta understand, my suit was sharp. I was in there, I was sharp. You understand what I'm saying? I was clean as a motherfucker. And my suit was 10 times better than that polyester shit he was wearing. And on top of that, I was there because I knocked some nigga out. And on top of that, I came from Ward's Island, which is one of the worst fucking it's like one or two in the worst fucking, at least at this time, worst fucking shelters in New York City. So when I leaned up, I was sitting back in the seat, not all the way back like that, but sitting back in the seat like regular. The nigga was talking, and I leaned up, and I said, I don't work on Friday, and I don't work on Saturday neither. I sat back, and the motherfucker was like, He went from, what up, Nintendo? Appreciate you, Ava. Love you, baby girl. Ava with the donations. I appreciate y'all motherfuckers. So he went from he don't know if he could find me a spot to work in. He don't know because he was telling me this whole time that he don't know if he could find me a spot working. So he went from I don't know if I could find you anywhere to work at to straight from his next motherfucking line to come out of his mouth. Well, you're gonna have to discuss that with the site manager. And the nigga just gave me the address on where to go, and I was out the door. He didn't want to talk about nothing else. And then when I finally quit that job, like 2 years later, the motherfucker was begging for me to stay. Begging. What's not accurate? Motherfucker was begging. Hell yeah, Ava's the real MVP. All of y'all is the real MVP, not for nothing. Motherfucker was begging for me to stay when I finally left. And I just left because I was just like, come on, man, it's just too much shit going on here. Y'all done keep switching me from site to site all the time. I just like it was just time for me to go. That's it. It was time for me to go. But yeah, it's definitely you gotta at least have one day out the week where you just spend with your significant other and y'all do nothing. Whether it's just like lay in the bed and I don't know, have sex all day and watch movies, or if it's go to the botanical gardens and something. You gotta have a day where y'all just spend time together. You know, watch the cherry blossoms or some shit. Yeah, like you gotta have a day where you just with your significant other, like all day, like you know, whatever the fuck y'all doing. You have to have at least one day like that. My ex loved cherry blossoms. Every time I see him, I think about her. I ain't gonna lie. But you need at least one day like that. You need one day. Well, 2 would be great, but we don't want to be too lazy. If y'all got 2 days off and at the same time, I mean, I would have wanted to play basketball one of them damn days. She's sexy like, wait, hold on. Your wife is black, Cece? If she is, I am not surprised. Oh, I was about to say, I am not surprised. CC. I'm not good with garden stuff, but I'll come out there and be with you while you do the gardening and tell jokes. I'll do that. I can spray water hoses and maybe move buckets around. I can do that. Appreciate you, Rolly. Shout out to Toronto. You wait, the 6 is Toronto, right? That's what the 6 is supposed to be. I'm not saying y'all call it that. He called it that. So that's why the Selby. Yes, I know that means police. He said shout out to the 6 though. I don't think he's saying shout out. He said shout out from the 6. I don't think he's saying shout out from police. Maybe he's a Drake fan. Come on, Shelby. Let him be a Drake fan. All right, 6 is in Atlanta. Thank you. Somebody's giving me the update. Yeah, I know. I said, yes, I seen it. That's the person I'm talking to, Jules. And yes, I know Jules is the one always trying to get me to do 6ix9ine videos. It's Jules. So anytime anybody want to complain about 6ix9ine videos, go talk to Jules. I put out 3 for you yesterday. Hopefully I won't put out another one for another week or 2. Ah, shit. He goes to court on Tuesday. Yes, I've been looking at that. I do need to do something on that. Yes, the 6 is in Toronto. This nigga has 3 names. Mike Morissette Rawley. 3 damn names. Y'all really thought he was from the U.S.? He put all 3 of his names in his motherfucking ID. Yes, but you only got 1 up there. What up, Mose? You only got 1 up. And you don't even got 2. This motherfucker got no disrespect to you, Morissette. I appreciate you. Thanks for dropping in. But I'm just saying, it wasn't hard to figure he was from Toronto. What I should be doing is praising me for my deductive skills. Yeah, we call the police 12 too and shit. What the fuck is that? Yes, praise me for my deductive skills. Because everybody hit that like button. We ain't never going to get to 50 because I'm about to bounce in a minute. 12, 1 time, 5-0. Yeah, I don't know where this 6 shit come from. But, you know, whatever. Maybe that's how they called them and shit on the phone. You in Canada, you press 6. Canada rules absolutely don't count here, and thank you. See, I would let Shelby be a moderator, but I could tell from right now she's gonna be fucking worse than Ant. She gonna be timing everybody out. Jake also, she gonna be timing everybody out, deleting everybody fucking messages, going fucking crazy. So I love you, Shelby, and I hope you continue to donate to the channel. But you have that kind of temperament that I can't let you be an admin. Yeah, she already did. The other day she was going ape on people. How you doing, Alejandro? See what I'm saying? She says if you're a Drake lover, you getting blocked. You see what I'm saying? Always happy to see you, Alejandro. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Send me that link, Michael. I was way busy yesterday. I didn't see nothing yesterday. I was way busy doing stuff. That shit from 8 years ago, right? Yes, I didn't think it was new. That's why I said send it to me. Most said he's the timeout lord. Nah, I called him the other day, man. Told my Michael. I called him the other day. Mike got some shit going on, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really call any of that Drake shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Call zero of that Drake shit. Shelby hangs out with all the goons. All of the Toronto goons, Shelby hangs out with all of them. I don't know if I'm supposed to shout Florida out after that most comment or not. But Shelby hangs out with every goon. Yeah, I looked at his channel. He put out that Ox whatever TV. He put out a couple of videos, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's really worth reporting. Maybe if he would have consolidated some of those videos and made one video, it would have made it worth reporting. But on their own, it really wasn't worth reporting. Shelby, you sound like you got the brick at the crib right now, about to chop it up. You talking about you don't hang out. I'm just saying, that's how you sound, yo. You about to cut that shit right now, yo. You about to get off of the fucking live. Matter of fact, you on the live right now, sitting around with nothing but underwear on, powder everywhere. Yeah, that's how she sound. Like she's always on some, like, damn, Shelby, just a little less gutter. Hell yeah. You're gonna be all by yourself, CC. I ain't going to no cemetery at no time of the day unless it's necessary. 3 a.m., 12 noon. I don't care. I don't care. If that shit ain't necessary, I ain't being in no damn cemetery. What kind of shit is that? Oh, I ain't mad at you, Shelby. I'm just finding stuff to make jokes about what y'all talking about at this moment. So don't take it personal. Anyway, look, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I hope everybody is having a beautiful day. Please, let's not allow fucking douchebags that don't have no plans on their life to fuck up our journey. Okay? Don't let people who they don't know what they're gonna be doing tomorrow, nevertheless, next year. Oh, should I say they don't know what they're gonna do next year, nevertheless, tomorrow, fuck up your life. Don't let niggas fuck up your life. There's nothing wrong with walking away from bullshit. People always think that they have to deal with bullshit. You don't have to deal with bullshit. You want to know why niggas call niggas pussy? I'm going to tell you why. Because they themselves are in fear of being pussy. Unless somebody actually does something and you're like, yo, that shit was pussy. Anybody that has been locked up at any time at all will tell you, nah, you don't never know what somebody can do. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, don't nigga pussy, yo. You don't never know what somebody could do. Somebody could do some pussy shit. Let's get that correct. Avoid bullshit. Avoid bullshit. That's how we need to be thinking. Everybody out there that got kids, everybody out there that got a wife, everybody out there that got a husband, everybody out there that got somebody that depends on them. That should have been the fourth. Avoid bullshit. Just avoid it. Okay, you avoid bullshit today. You got some nigga talking about you tomorrow. Does it matter? Does it matter? Avoid bullshit. Just avoid it. Think about it like this. 90% of the people that's trying to start bullshit with you don't have nothing in life. And I'm not saying they don't have nothing, like niggas don't got a car, niggas don't got a house. No, I'm saying they have no drive. Yeah, you call in tonight, Ant. They don't have no drive. Yeah, Ant calls in tonight, by the way. They don't have no drive. They have no motivation. They don't have no attempt to try to do anything. They're living day to fucking, they're mentally living day to fucking day. Avoid bullshit. Avoid it. If niggas want to talk shit about you, okay, I'm going to let you know right now. Almost every single person that is famous grew up with someone talking bullshit about them. No goals. You're right, CC. Almost every single person that has something right now worthwhile having in their life that they had to build from scratch had people that hated on them. You are not special because people are hating on you. You know what people are hating on you is? They're a fan. You know what the base root of the word fan is? Fanatic. So somebody doesn't have to be thinking positive about you to be a fan of yours. They can be thinking negative about you and they can still be a fan because they can still be fanatical about you in a negative way. Avoid bullshit. Please. Please. Don't let other people make your shit your shit. People love doing that. People love being in a fucked up situation, fucked up out of this fucking world, no way that they're going to get out of it. And the only thing that they could possibly do is transfer their bullshit to you. Avoid bullshit. When something happens, don't immediately think, yo, them niggas is going to think I'm pussy. Fuck that. Fuck that. I know a lot of niggas that nobody thought that was pussy that's dead right now. I know even more niggas that no one thought was pussy and they doing time. And they're going to be coming out at some point wishing that they didn't do whatever the fuck they did that got themselves locked up. Avoid bullshit. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to avoid bullshit for the whole weekend. Even if we have to not look good, even if the optics of the situation initially is going to make us look bad, we're still going to avoid bullshit. That's it. Fuck them. If you wasn't winning, they wouldn't be trying to come up off of you. They wouldn't be chasing your clout. When a person is like, yo, that nigga pussy, you know what, in reality, they chasing your clout. When a person is somewhere talking negative about you, they chasing your clout. They trying to get you a clout. That's what's happening. Exactly. I fuck clout. I want that bag, yo. That's what's happening. When a person is trying to disparage you, trying to debase you, trying to treat you in a negative manner, trying to get other people to treat you negatively, talking shit about you unnecessarily, they are trying to chase your clout. Why would they be trying to get other people to think bad about you if they weren't trying to chase your clout? Why would they be talking shit about you to people if they weren't trying to chase your clout? Why? Now, with that being said, somebody can be warning somebody about something. That's not necessarily chasing clout. Somebody could be going through bullshit and telling somebody about the bullshit that they're going through. That's not necessarily chasing clout. But when a person just goes up to another person and be like, watch out for that nigga, or fuck that nigga, or that nigga is insert negative comment here, they are chasing clout. Let them chase clout. If they're chasing your clout, then they believe that you are better than them. Facts. You think Michael Jordan was ever chasing like some third stringer off the bench's clout? Like there's like the 10th man to come off the bench in a game. You think Michael Jordan was ever chasing their clout? No. I gotta go. I love y'all. Please, everybody, avoid the bullshit. These niggas is just clout chasing. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I got on this one. I'm out. I hate this button.